Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS rule as well. Peace and salutations to elect. My name is Aina. The title of this video is She Devil Sent by Esau Wants a Handshake. Basically, in the video here, GMS Dallas Camp posted on GMS Info Doc Channel 12 by the elder apostle Aramlov. There in Dallas, visiting the Dallas camp. She devil at the end, white Edomite comes up and basically disrupts the camp. So and then she wants a handshake and she wants to cry aloud, and all of that. So let's just get into it.
Back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and glorify his name. That's gonna get us out of here, man.
Right, that's why it says, be not ignorant of what the will of the Lord is, or something like that in Ephesians, what is it, the 5th chapter? Yeah, if somebody could get that. But you were going to say something?
No, kind of. See, the main point of the spirit is that day in and day out, we got to tap back into it and make sure we're tapping into a. Go ahead.
You got it.
No, I'm going to be part of what I'm doing.
Okay, we can listen. We're teaching right now. So
the main point is this. Just to know Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is special.
There we go.
Right, no matter what's going on, just knowing Yahweh.
Yeah, man. Come on, now, behave yourself.
Just say,
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm just curious.
The end of the world.
Is this, knowing Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is special.
Yep.
So if you settle in that thought, that helps you really be close to the Lord, right there. No matter what's going on in your life, the fact that you know, it's a glory in that you know me. The fact that I'm even dealing with your ass in the first place. You know who I am?
Right, talking to the whole group. I'm
Right.
fine.
You're going to deal with this. Don't
I'm
engage.
asking you, are we elected?
Do not even engage Satan.
Right. It gives power.
I want to be part of this.
You can't be.
Your husband been doing it. Nobody wants you, baby. Just leave.
Nobody wants me.
No, the
No,
same man have ruined
the devil wants you.
Yeah. Okay, just people out. You're in the position you're in.
I
The women are
want
supposed
to
to.
because I
Oh,
can talk.
Just me.
oh, boy.
And you know what? And you know back
And unless you have no eyes, none.
You just want
Back in
attention.
slavery days,
Why are you talking about it
Women
already?
like you in slavery days used to say that guy whistled at me. This guy looked at me. You know what? You know what white men used to do? They used to hang us off trees.
I understand that. I hate that. I would love
No,
to
you
be
don't. No, you
outside.
don't. That's why you're here.
Don't Black Lives Matter?
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Because I want you to live.
No, you don't. You're here. You are here to cause chaos. You are here to cause chaos.
Anyway,
You want the cops to come fuck with us. That's why you're
I
here.
don't want any cops.
They probably sent you here.
look, we're gonna keep doing what we were doing though.
Do the work.
It's not all about you. Go ahead.
Fuck you.
Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 24. But let him that glory in this, that he understand and know of me, that I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness
That
in the
means
earth.
you fear the Lord.
Where's some more
You
sage?
fear
Yeah.
the Lord. See, when you know the Lord, you fear the Lord. And when you fear the Lord, the decision you make on earth lead to life.
That's right.
Somebody get
There's a
James
lot
4
of
and 7.
people that are calling themselves Israelites.
No, you don't want to shake your hand. Get
They're
the
not going to
fuck
have
on
the fear of
out.
the Lord. They're not going to have the spirit.
Watch her.
They're not going to be a place,
I'm
the
gonna
holy
get you on
place.
camera.
The Lord ain't going to dwell over them.
Jeremiah 4 and 7. James 4 and 7. Somebody get James 4 and 7. Yeah, but let's go to
All right, I should have titled it "Smoking She Devil." Cigarette smoking she devil pulled up to camp, asking for a handshake. All right, so Esau Edom is back. Doing the usual disrupting camp. Trying to stop the word from going forward, and that's because what the elder brothers are doing here and the apostles. They're bringing forth the words that's bringing down the kingdom of Esau Edom. It's first. Let's see. I think this is moved around a little bit. Is it 1 Corinthians 10 or 11? All right, so 2 Corinthians 10. All right, so this is exactly what they're doing. So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. It says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh." Right. So Esau Edom wants to get carnal and he sends, different people around to, try to bring that carnality out of the prophets and in the Lord. Right. Because it's a threat to him, just simply speaking the words of truth. That's why he wants to censor, your apps, notebook, red note, TikTok and all the rest, Facebook, all of that. It says 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 3, though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our wherefore are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. Right? So that's exactly what we're doing. We're going in the Bible, in the book, and bringing out the truth of the matter of basically to the prophecies, the end of Esau, Edom, the things that he did, going to history, and all of that. Right? Because all these things were done to the apples of the Lord's eye, which are the Israelites, so-called black man and woman and child, and and they are a speckled bird, so they come in all shades of color, but verse 5, it says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai. See, the scripture, is like a two-edged sword, piercing even asunder to the bone and marrows, So this word does damage, so simply standing on the corners or shall I say the highways and the byways, teaching the word is doing damage to Esau's kingdom, and we're at the end of this thing, right? The Most High, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, is about to bring in Amos 8 and 11, right? Where the men of the Lord won't be out there anyway, right? So Esau have one less thing to worry about. But once that happens, once the prophets and the men of the Lord are no longer able to speak out there, the Esau end is going to come more quickly and more rapid than he, can handle, basically. And I mean, I say that because this right here, you have Donald Trump, the president-elect, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. It says, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. That's the point, right? So, Donald Trump is bringing that peace and safety, and ultimately their peace and safety will be what? Censorship, the word, the prophets no longer out there, the truth of the matter for what they think is not going out, right? Let me grab this. Amos 8 and 11, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, even though this will come, Jacob's troubles upon us, right? We're entering in it. These are the beginning of sorrows, right? So all these are going to come, famine of water, famine of bread. It says, but of hearing the words of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. So hearing the words of the Lord will be no longer easily accessible, and however it comes, because we, the prophets, men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, we're going to have the words in our mind. Just like I'm going out, I'm giving you scriptures right now. I'm telling it to you. So I'm still going to have the words. And if I'm able to speak, to whoever I speak it to, then I'll speak, unless the Most High close, have my tongue to, go to the roof of my mouth. And he don't want you to hear the words. So Amos 8 and 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh, and shall not find it. And that they shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the sin of Samaria, and say, thy God, O Dan, liveth, said the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise up again. So these different people with these different idols and things like that, is going to fall and not rise again. Predominantly Esau, Edom, right? Because we're at the end of his kingdom. See, in NLT, it says, and those who swear by the shameful idols of Samaria, who take oaths in the name of the God of Dan, and make vows in the name of the God of Beersheba, they will all fall down, never to rise again. Right? So Esau, Edom is at his end, and all his minions and different cigarette smoking Edomite she-devils that he sent, it doesn't matter. So the point I wanted out of here is Proverbs 11 and 21. I'm gonna read this whole thing though, but I'm gonna get straight to the point. I mean, to be honest, that's pretty much it, but hey, Proverbs 11 and 21, it says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So Esau, Edom, trying to come over and ask for a handshake and seek some help and wants to join in, and what's happening is not going to do anything for you. And let me grab this. This is I think it's Wisdom of Solomon. Yeah. It's either 2 and 5 or 5 and I think it's 2. No. Yeah. So this is the point. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. And that's exactly what the brothers are doing, right? The elder apostles, the brothers, the elder brothers and all of that, standing in great boldness watching this Edomite approach and just, speaking and teaching them. And mind you, the video is 2 hours long. So they've been out here doing what they've been doing for a long time.
You worn the fuck out, broken down. What gives you that inspiration to keep fighting? It's the Lord. How about Shem Yahushai?
Look, man, you done lost comrades.
That was a beautiful
battle
point.
scars. And they say, it adds character.
Yeah.
When you get those scars, it adds character to you.
Yeah.
Take it, man.
And also too, how much more dealing with how much Yahushua?
Yes, sir.
Because if he's for you, he'll be against you. So you got to think about you dealing with power that's outside of this world. So if he's walking with you, then there's no excuse but to push you, because you're not pushing through by yourself within yourself.
Right.
It's the spirit of the Lord in you that's pushing you.
That's it.
You got to believe on him.
That's it. And that's the inspiration. Because if it was up to us, we wouldn't make it. So it's like what gives you the drive and the determination to keep going when you're in this fucked up situation? You got all this shit going through your head. You got these ailments going on. You feeling depressed. You tired. You worn the fuck out. Broken down. What gives you that inspiration to keep fighting? It's the Lord. How about Shem Yahushai?
Look, man.
Right, and that's all truth. It's Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, right? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. You see, this is exactly why the she-devils and the rest of the Edomites come up to camp, and they're trying to, have conversations. And some come sincerely, some are sent by Esau, Edom. They're all, every last one of them are trying to figure out what's going on and why the things are happening, and why the men of the Lord are saying what they're saying, right? When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, right? They're even now freaking out and dismayed at the chariots in the sky, right? Because those chariots are here for the hopeful elect, the men of the Lord, right? The prophets and all of that. And they're already, what is that? Trying to figure out. And then once these things start attacking and beaming up, the elect, then they, this is exactly what's going to happen. It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision in a proverb of reproach. Right? I don't see the she-devil in the kingdom becoming anybody's concubine. Right?
Okay, just be quiet. You're in the position you're in.
Women are supposed
Right. She won't have, you know what I'm saying? I don't see her in the kingdom becoming a concubine. It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision in a proverb of reproach. We fools account to his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he member among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints? Right. So that's exactly what they're gonna be saying. So anyway, back over here. Let's get this Proverbs. And I'll grab it in the KJV. Proverbs 11:1. It says, a false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, and I mean, you could basically, it's self-explanatory, right? It says contrast the upright and the wicked. So it's good versus the evil, right? Good versus wicked. The righteous, versus the wicked. Verse 1, it says, a false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. And Job, that's a prayer that we all have. Basically let the heathen be taken in their own devices, that they have against us, coming up to camp, disrupting camp. And we're at the end of this thing, right? Esau Edom been doing the same thing since the elder apostles been out there before YouTube, has been invented, and he's still doing the same thing. We're at the end of his kingdom, is falling and getting destroyed, It says, the righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. And that's the point. He has dealt treacherously, which we'll get. And now the same evil tactics and ways that he has used against all his enemies, the Israelites and the other nations, is falling against him now, because now the other nations are turning on him, and Yahushua is on the way, right? The angels are here. It says, the righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but the transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectations shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perisheth. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead, right? So this, let me get this NLT. This is what's happening to Esau. It says, the godly are rescued from trouble, and it falls on the wicked instead. Now, who knows what happened to that she-devil? You know, she's probably gonna get cancer or something. You know, smoking those cigarettes is not too good for you. Right? It says Proverbs 11:9, and it's probably take the MOTB. You get a different cancer. You know, Proverbs 11:9, it says, "An hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, and when the wicked perish, they are shouting." You know, basically it goes into saying, you know, they're happy. And you can get Isaiah 14. Everyone is going to be happy as hell when Esau falls, right? And he's no longer controlling and ruling the world, because he's ruling the world wicked. You know, he who smote the people with continual stroke. Proverbs 11:11, it says, "By the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked." It says, "He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace. A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter." It says, "Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety." Right? And this devil obviously didn't understand that, right? She didn't really want anything. You can see her coming here, talking, trying to scoop over to the brother, you know, and then sitting there smoking and trying to get a handshake. It says, "He that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it, and he that hateth suretyship is sure." You get this in NLT. It says, "There is danger in putting up security for a stranger's debt. It's safer not to guarantee another person's debt." All right. It says, "A gracious woman retaineth honor, and strong men retain riches. The merciful man doeth good to his own soul, but he that is cruel troubleth his own flesh. The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward." Right? So our reward is sure. Right? Yahushua is on the way, and his reward is with him. Right? It says, as righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death." You know, this is perfect right here. Godly people find life, evil people find death. Straight to the point. See what this one said. BBE. "So righteousness gives life, but he who goes after evil gets death for himself." Proverbs 11:20, it says, "They that are of a forward heart are abomination to the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai." See, the Most High don't like what that she-devil did. And matter of fact, he doesn't like that she-devil altogether, because she's an Edomite, right? It says, "They that are of a forward heart are abomination to the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, but such as are upright in their way are his delight. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered." So even if that devil got a handshake, nothing that wasn't going to save her, right? It says, "As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion," right? And this woman, I'll just say that obviously she wasn't discreet at all, you know. Proverbs 11:23, it says, "The desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. There is that scattereth and yet increaseth, and there is that withholdeth more than is meet, but it tendeth to poverty." So, you know, it's better to give, you know, and then you probably, the Most High bless you with more than trying to hold all it to yourself and end up in poverty, like, you know, basically what's about to happen to this kingdom. You know, just going to the wicked, because this man's the fucking devil. Esau Edom, you know, hoarding the gold, which I'm going to do another video about this dude Trump, you know. Basically, Proverbs 11:25, it says, "The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall be watered also himself. He that withholdeth corn, the people shall curse him, but blessing shall be upon the head of him that selleth it. He that diligently seeketh the good procureth favor, but he that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. He that treadeth his own house shall inherit the wind, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise. Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. So, you know, this wickedness that this she-devil has committed will be repaid, you know. All hell is about to break loose, and who knows where she might end up, You know, Ephesians 5:15 says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil." Right? So, these brothers handled the situation pretty well. Of course, she's a fucking devil, and she doesn't need to be around the brothers, disrupting what's going on regarding a live recording the video and thing like that. It says, 1 Peter 5:8, it says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil," let me grab that, adversary, the devil, which is adversary, deceiver, false accuser, prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely, right? So deceiver. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world." And who knows how many different she-devil smoking cigarette Edomites Esau sent that night to different camps to the brothers. NLT, stand firm against him and be strong in your faith. Remember that you're, followers of Yahushai, brothers and sisters all over the world are going through the same kind of suffering you are. Isaiah 33:1, it says, "Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee." Right, and this is how Esau Edom puppet at his enemies. So this is this same tactic is the way, right? And that's why the prayers to the men of the Lord going up hasten the day. Esau in is here, and now these different nations are against him. That's the point, because like I stated earlier, Yahushua is going to come and defend us. That's let me grab that. Zephaniah. Now he's trying to get handshakes. Zephaniah 3:8, it says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, unto the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." So Yahushua is coming, and he's going to destroy these nations, right? And before that happens, they're going to destroy each other. And right now, Esau's friends, who was his friends, these nations are about to destroy him. Obadiah 1:6, it says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding him." The NLT. It says, "All your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it." So Esau Edom and his many ways and tactics and things like that send traps and try to set things up like the other apostle said. She's here so something can happen, and all she's gonna do is be a white Edomite devil and try to call the cops to get some brothers in trouble. And these are the traps of Esau Edom, Satan, right? The devil. So now this basically the same thing gonna happen to him, right? And it's starting already, and then in the kingdom it's gonna happen double. All right. So with that, I'll say shalom to the whole elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.